Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Final Fantasy 3. I almost said Final Fantasy 3. Final Fantasy 8 Part 33. No, Final Fantasy 3, that was a long time ago. That was, God, when did I do the Let's Play? That was like in 2018, 2019? God. Good times, kind of. I mean, I like Final Fantasy 3. It's the best of the first three Final Fantasies. No, I wanted to look at the map. You don't look at the map with triangle, dummy. We're going to Esthar, I believe. I don't know if there's anything else we could do, like if there's things to do, but we're kind of in a rush the main plot mode. Well, I mean, we're not really in rush the main plot mode. We're in, if the game doesn't tell me to do stuff, I'm going to just do the main plot. Like if it's not very clear that there's like side content that's available to us. Now, I don't know if we're going to the memorial or if we're going to Esthar City. I don't actually remember. I know they said go to Esthar. Or that, you know, Kyros called us. Okay, so I think we're just gonna go to the city. Okay, I like the little recap. Thanks, Quistis. Like, non-sarcastically. Now, if only you could recap what exact place I'm supposed to go to, but I think we go here. Oh, you can get into monsters on this. I thought once you're on the pathway it would be fine. Oh my god, little imp guys. Little freaks. Renoa, do you have stats? I think you do. I think your HP is just at its base. Pathetic. Squall buddy. Faraga! Is that allowed? What the hell? I can't get Faraga from you. I feel like if you can cast the spell, I should be able to draw Fated Circle. That's new. So maybe it's level based. I thought it was like it depended on your weapons. Is what got your limits. Or because everyone else learns it via items and stuff, essentially. Like, Zell gets it from the books, Renoa gets it from the books. Quistis gets it from items. Selfie, I don't know what she does. She, like, casts spells, like she has that slot machine spell casting. Irving. Basically items as well. Contains death. They really like that death spell, man. There's like 19 different ways to get death in this game. How do I get in the city? Okay, we just walk into it. No, we could have picked up another Ultima, guys. No? Not worth it? Yeah, you're right. I do actually wonder, do we have enough that it's better for Squall's strength? Because, like, I really don't care about your magic stat. No offense. Like, magic doesn't really do anything in comparison. So you're at 66. That might be enough to be better. And I don't think it... Like, I don't think it's as effective on strength. Oh, it's more effective by like a lot. Never mind. Okay. I guess we haven't looked in a while. But Blizzaga is kind of out of date. So it makes sense. And we got Blizzaga in like part 5. But then you... Is that your best magic? No, your death is. Yeah, that makes sense. You're right, you're right. I remember that. Where's the lifter? When's it coming? Bro, this guy's crazy, man. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going to go to the presidential palace. It's over! The problem is, Esthar is a hellhole. And I don't know how to get to the presidential palace. Where? Like, they don't even got the damn teleporters, man, or transporter thingies. Ah, here we go. Blizzard. Regular ass blizzard. Insulting. What are we to do? Nothing's getting by guaranteed. Yeah, because we got our invisible guns. I presume that's what they're supposed to be holding. I mean, it looks like that they're holding weapons, but they're not. How do I? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be really annoyed if this is not where I'm supposed to be. I mean, I can't be too mad because they probably told me exactly where to go. It's just I forgot. You know, I don't think this is quite a head east situation to get to the lunar gate, which A, is not a gate, and B, I mean, when he said east, he meant like all the way across the damn world, basically. It'd be like if you're asking for directions and you're like, oh, how do I get to the grocery store? And they're like, oh man, head east. And it turns out the grocery store is 1,000 miles away. Like, I might need some more detailed instructions. What? Where the prez at? The president is waiting? Where? Is the president invisible, guys? Oh, once again, you have to get in the exact right pixel spot. Are you the I feel like you're not the president. No, because we met the president, who we think is Laguna. Yeah. What was that? Do I... Dr. Odin, he's still an important figure in Esthar. Do I follow him or do I talk to the president? Make up your mind, guys. What? You have from... I'm losing it? The president is waiting? Where? Oh wait, there was this place that said no entrance. Is this where the president's chilling? The president is waiting? Motherfuckers, use your damn words. Ward. Kuros. And that's probably... No wonder the city's a bitch and a half to navigate. What's up with this country? A man straight spitting. Oh, sure. Like, you guys can go to space and have all kinds of other advanced technology. Can't you guys get him like a hollow pad to write on or anything? Or can't you probably just fix his voice? Hey there! Been waiting to meet you guys! You were the ones who were inside my head, right? Alone told me. Yeah, do you know that us? That we're inside your head, or what? How's that work? It was like there was some kind of waves running through my head. They gave us so much power during battle. I'd like shoot my gun and be like, rat-ta-ta-ta-ta, but it would be like way stronger than normal, you know what I mean? We thought there was some kind of fairies flying over it, so you can change the past then. Alone, you damn liar. Like, if you can give people power and it's not just an abstraction of the gameplay. Alone, you just straight lied to our faces. Because obviously, if you can power them up arbitrarily, and plus that creates a bit of a loop paradox where, like, how could Laguna have been powered up by us before we existed? I mean, that's the problem with time travel stories. It's why I don't really like them. Because, like, none of them make sense. I mean, I don't think I've already said this, but, like, some time travel stories just make more sense than others. And it's like, if you can get close enough, it's at least like, alright, whatever. But, like, especially when it's just, like, thrown in as, like, a casual element. Like, if the story's about time travel, like, explicitly, it's a bit easier because you can devote more time to explaining your interpretation of time travel and whatnot. That's another problem, is that, you know, every piece of media has, like, a different interpretation that all have their own problems. Pleased to meet you. But yeah, basically all that to say, I'm not really a big fan of time travel, especially when it's just kind of like shoehorned in as like a mild to moderate element of the plot, where it's not like really fleshed out. It's just like, hey, it's a thing. I'm just kind of eh. If you were in a state of emergency, I'd talk to you some more, but well, whatever, let's talk. Hey, that's our thing. You can't use that word. What do you want to know? You'll never get going if President Laguna keeps talking. That's not my issue with this game, Kyros. Kyros, I need people to talk. The problem is that people aren't talking. They say like 3 sentences and you're like, okay, keep going. And they're like, no. Why don't you guys throw out some questions? He'll try and answer them. You got anything to say, Zell? I feel totally out of it. You know, that seemed like a lot of fun. Let me guess, ... He says to relax here a while. You're already here, so why not listen to the mission briefing? Oh yeah. Man, you look way too serious. Whatever. Damn true. Damn true. Alright, where's Alone? The heck has he done with his life, don't you wonder? When Alone was about 2, there was a massive hunt for girls in Esthar. Esthar soldiers came to Wind Hill and Elle's parents resisted. They were killed on the spot. The massive hunt was to find the successor for Esthar's ruler, Sorcerer Sidel. Alone was raised by Rain, who lived next door, and I came to know her. Okay, so Rain is not her mother. I wasn't entirely sure, like, it didn't 100% seem like they had, like, a little bit of a different vibe, but it wasn't definitive enough to be like, yeah, she's definitely not her mom. Then there was another massive hunt for a successor in Esthar again. Elle was taken away, even though I was there. The most painful episode of my life. So I rescued her and sent her off to Wind Hill. Shortly after that, Rain died. And Alone was sent straight to an orphanage. Why didn't you go back to Wind Hill with her? See, I was about to say that. I wanted to, but I had my reasons. I found out about this afterward, but the reason why Alone had to leave the orphanage was because of her special power. Dr. Dean wanted to do research on Alone's special power. He looked for her everywhere. Owners of the orphanage were Sid Kramer and his wife Edea. You know them better than I do. Do we? I feel like we don't know them that well. The Kramers took Elle out of the orphanage to protect her. They prepared a big ship to accommodate her. Gracious of them, huh? After a while, the ship turned into another orphanage and Elle looked after all the kids. Said her life on the ship was a happy one, but who knows? I don't know how she could have been happy on a ship. She was on the ship for over 10 years. That ship was attacked by Galbadian recently. Estar's ship rescued them and she finally met up with me. It was pure luck that we found her. I was out in space at the time, you know, doing space things. Alone followed me out to space. Well, that was all growing up. And she told me everything. Did she get back safely from space? Our escape pod rescue team was a little late. Alone was taken into custody by Galbadia. She's inside Lunatic Pandora. Okay, how did she get to the garden? You kind of left that part out. Because she's at the garden at the start of the game. And is there for, I mean, basically until we put her back on the ship. We're gonna rescue her. Help us out, okay? Okay. Let me out of this room. Tell me about Rain. Rain's story some other time, maybe. Nah, I can't. It's too much for me to remember. Alright. Very helpful, Laguna. What are you doing here? You know what I've been doing all my life, right? Not really. You were a silly Galbadian soldier. I didn't like your attitude at all. I understood the bond between the three of you. Then you changed after you went to Windhill. And Alone was abducted by Esthar and went on a journey. A journey to get Alone back. You wrote articles and appeared in movies to get by. You were trying to find a way into Esthar. You somehow got in and rescued Alone. Keyword being somehow. I got a lot of help along the way. What I don't understand is, why are you the president? It's a long story. Please. You want to hear it? Really? Okay, I'll tell you. Yeah, how the fuck did your ass beat Adele? I only set out to rescue Alone, but of course that wasn't the end of the story. It's a country ruled by sorceress Adele, with the ingenious yet inhumane Odin. Well, I mean, it can't be that inhumane, because you let him run around still. Both of them were interested in Alone. That or, I mean, you're not, either he is inhumane, or you're like not a good guy, you know? We couldn't just pack up and leave. Adele will be angry, my research will be kaput! Odin only thought about his research. Get his ass. But while researching under Adele's orders, he was making many inventions. All kinds of inventions, man. Shouldn't Adele have just nuked you guys from orbit with, like, Meteor? It was a device to seal magic. Sealing facility. Maybe Adele can be defeated. What is she doing? Is she stupid? I owed a big favor to the Adele Resistance who helped me rescue Alone. I spoke with my comrades. Two issues came up. First, stopping the crystal pillar from calling monsters from the moon and destroying everything that could happen in Sintra. Second, freeing Esthar from Adele's hands. We planned and planned based on my brilliant ideas, of course. Was it as brilliant as, what if we just shot the sorceress? Oh wait, she's a sorceress? Oh no, our plan didn't work. We're back in Lunatic Pandora Research Facility. I'm just saying, if I was an evil dictatorial sorceress lady with presumably massive powers, who's also a giant, I would not be unaware that my head scientist was working with a resistant group to overtake me, or even if, like, a prominent scientist, if nothing else, I would totally be aware of that shit and smite them. 100%. I mean, Estar's not that big. Following Odin's instructions, we operated the panel and moved the crystal pillar. We set the course and the stop point in the ocean, and goodbye. Whoa! And then Adele cast Meteor, right? Right? That was easy, but we were found out. So we gathered for a final battle to lure Adele. And then she kicked your asses? Oh. Is that supposed to be her? Shouldn't she be like, you know, gigantic? Adele appeared as we expected. 'Cause, I mean, she was pretty big up in space. What's going on? I mean, she was pretty big, but like not as big as she was in space. Went down the culprit to move the crystal pillar. Where? Inside there. Alone's been taken hostage. Okay, so she is just an idiot. I knew she would go right away if I mentioned Alone. Like, I feel like realistically she would just burn all of them alive for failing her. You thought I would fall for that trick? I didn't realize that Alone was a hologram, but it was too late. Yeah, of course. My plans are always perfect. Gears War now! Really? Piece of cake! That was careless. She may be a sorceress, but after all, she was human. I do love the idea that they, you know, depicted Adele as like a, you know, 13-foot tall, hugely muscular. Yet somehow Laguna's puny ass is able to, like, push her all the way back. Shit doesn't make any goddamn sense. I mean, like, if you're going to have this be how Adele gets beaten, couldn't you at least, like, choose a different way to portray her? Like, don't make her a fucking giant, first off. We succeeded, but we couldn't keep such a dangerous sorceress around as a trophy. I'm just gonna say, the art department and the writing department were not on the same page. Art department was like, all-powerful sorceress? Oh, we're gonna cook some shit up. Because, I mean, I like Adele's design. Very, different for a sorceress. I like it, I dig it. Doesn't really make sense with what I'm being visually shown. We had to do something. But we decided to send her far, far away. Someplace very far, into outer space. I mean, I do like the whole, like, sealing her away in outer space thing. That's kind of cool. It kind of feels like they came up with that idea and then didn't really flesh out the whole how did we beat Adele in the first place. Because it's like, Laguna pushed her. That about wraps that part up. But the real work began after that. Fierce debate ensued about who should govern this country after Adele was gone. I wasn't paying close attention while they made me up to be the hero of the revolution. I ended up being president. Do you have elections? Or are you one of those presidents? Because it's been 17 years, man. Well, Dean made a lot of noise about wanting to do research on Alone. It was a mistake to send Alone back to Rain. Rain died and Elle was sent to the orphanage. If only I'd gone to Windhill with Elle, I would have been able to see Rain one last time. Rain was dead, Alone missing, my job kept me busy. I was left here thinking about this and that, and before I knew it, all this time had passed. Well, that's about it. I mean, despite my criticisms of how they beat Adele being very, very, very silly, I do like that it was actually a somewhat detailed explanation. But yeah, because we did that one. That was what led into the Adele thing. I mean, I kind of want to say this just for dialogue, but it might actually kick me out of the room. And I don't really want to leave. Like, I assume that's there as like an out of like, I need to save the game or something. That or it's just like, haha, don't leave just yet, haha. Straight to the heart of the matter, just like a workaholic seed. Is it my turn? Yeah, make it short and easy to understand. I will talk however I want. I mean, I guess he did help get rid of the dictator, so maybe he gets extra leeway. Source's idea told me everything. Sorceress Artemisia comes from the future to possess the sorceress of present day, meaning she leaves her body in the future and sends only her consciousness here. Does that sound familiar to you? It's like when Alone sends her consciousness back to the past. You're a smart one! My first guess was that someone in the future with an ability like Alone was sending the sorceress back here to our time. But no, that is not the answer. So how did the sorceress come back to this time? You want to hear how? Yeah, obvious. Hey, do you want to hear the main plot point of the game? Oh, do you think that's important? Eh! I kept the secret to surprise you. It's because of me, Odin. I researched Alone's power long ago. I made out a pattern from the electric current running through Alone's brain. Once the pattern was determined, it was easy to mechanicize. It may only be toy right now, but in the time of Artemisia, it is an impressive working machine. Which means that there is a machine which imitates Alone's power. It is I who made the first model of that machine. I named the machine Junction Machine Alone. It's a wonderful thing to know that my invention is being used in the future. Junction Machine Alone? It's the dumbest name I've ever heard in my entire... That's about it. I mean... Did that explain anything? I mean, it doesn't really matter if she's using her own powers or a machine. I mean, if anything, the idea that she just also has the same ability as Alone makes more sense because, well, Alone exists, so why can't somebody else just like her exist in the future? Or my preferred theory is that Alone becomes Artemisia, because I think that's kind of cool. Kind of maybe a hard time frame, but maybe she's just immortal too, I don't know. Lady's got magic powers. And L became Artemisia's target. You can't blame Odin, it's useless. You want to go outside? You want the fisticuffs? We continue the story. Let's see. There's only one way to defeat Artemisia. You must kill her in the future. There's nothing we can do unless we go to the future. Uh-huh. No way for us to jump to the future under normal circumstances. There is still a way. What if we just go to a future after Artemisia is dead and then just live in the fucking cool timeline? just jump forward. Get out. This timeline sucks, man. We were raised to be child soldiers. It is because Sorceress Artemisia plans to compress time. Compressing time with magic? What good will that do for the sorceress to compress time? There may be reasons, but it doesn't matter. The main inciting event of our game's plot doesn't matter. Let's just figure out that or what Artemisia is up to. In order for Artemisia to exist in this time, she must take over the body of a sorceress from the present. Why only a sorceress? I mean, Alone's power isn't limited in the slightest. So why only a sorceress? The machine must have a limit. Artemisia probably needs to go back further in time to achieve time compression. Only Alone can take her back further in the past. That is why she's desperately seeking her. We must take advantage of Alone's power. There are two sorceresses in our time, Sorceress Renoa and Sorceress Adele. One of these two, Adele, has not yet awakened. Once regeneration is complete, neither Laguna nor I will be safe. Sorceress Adele is probably in the process of awakening inside Lunatic Pandora. I don't know why his voice has changed as well. Artemisia will want to possess Adele if Adele wakes up. That will be a horrible event. Adele is a horrible sorceress. If Adele's consciousness wins over Artemisia, Adele will first destroy this era. So we must use Sorceress Renoa to inherit Artemisia's powers. That is all for the mission briefing. What? First, go to Lunatic Pandora. Elon's probably being held captive inside, so rescue her first. Then kill Soldier Citadel before the awakening process is completed. Now we're left with Renoa as the only sorceress of this era. Then wait for Ultimisia to possess Renoa. When Ultimisia arrives, it's Elon's turn. Elon will send Renoa back to the past with Ultimisia. Elon will have to send Renoa and Ultimisia inside another sorcerer she knows in the past. Idea or Adele, that's up to Elon. Once Ultimisia is in the past, she'll use the time compression magic, where we will see some influence here. Don't know what kind of influence, but what Elon feels that she'll cut Renoa and Ultimisia off from the past. So it's like, she only needs to go back like 10 more years? Or, you know, like, basically, like, within a lifetime. You would think it's, like... It'd probably be faster just to wait for the machine to get made a little bit better. To get just, like, a couple more years added to the range than do all this shit. Because, I mean, what I could kind of buy, it's like, oh, we need to go back to, like, the beginning of time. And the machine can't do it because reasons, because our game's plot wouldn't work if it didn't not do that. But it being like, oh, I just need to go back like 1% further is kind of funny. I mean, granted, they also haven't established a timeline, like how far is Ultimisia supposed to be in the future. I mean, it's implied to be pretty far, but I don't know. Renoa will come back to this world. Ultimisia also goes back to her own world. That will be left as the time-compressed world. Past, present, and future will all get mixed together. What if we just all die? I mean, so basically our plan is let the bad guy do what they want and just hope it works out. Just hope the unknowable thing doesn't instantly end all time. Seems like not the best plan. Like, I mean, our plan is actually not just let the bad guy do what they want, which is basically put her right in front of Elon. Like, what's to stop her from just immediately jumping to Elon as soon as she possesses Renoa? You will keep moving through the time compression towards the future. Once you, how do you even? This doesn't make any goddamn sense. Once you're out of the time compression, that will be Ultimisia's world. Or who knows? Maybe you end up with the dinosaurs, or maybe you end up in the cold vacuum of space. Because in the future, the Earth is in a different position. It's all up to you after that. Oh, sorry, you missed Ultimisia's world by about 30,000 years. Too bad. I don't know. This is what I mean by how time travel. It's like, it's not even necessarily like me dunking on this game in particular. Like, you can't make a time travel story that makes sense. And I just feel like they, since I don't know. Okay, I'm really, when I said I had questions, I thought maybe I'd get some new ones. Okay, I really didn't want you to kick me out. Sorry. I lied when I said I want to leave. Like, I don't know. I just feel like they haven't given enough time to actually explaining their version of time travel and why it should make sense. And, like, I get it. But it begs the question of, like, why make your plot unbelievably convoluted? Let's go, we'll get aboard Ragnarok. Let's do the final briefing in there. I always wanted to ride that thing, plus the name sounds so cool. I mean, the name is pretty cool. Alright! Everyone! From here, we go straight to our final target, Ultimisia. Wait, we do? Let's go over the plan again. First, enter Lunatic Pandora and rescue Alone. Next, you fight Swords of Sidel. It'll be a surprise attack. Show no mercy. Why didn't you guys just kill her? Because he didn't even make like an argument of like, oh, it wouldn't be morally right to like murder her. Why not as soon as she was sealed just stab her? Like they didn't say anything about how it would be like morally incorrect, which I'll buy. I mean, somewhat. I think in her case maybe it's warranted. Or they didn't say anything about how they couldn't just stab her. Now here comes the tricky part. Adele will need to pass on her powers before being defeated. Renault, will you be willing to accept them? Yeah, sure. I really didn't think it was actually like that was the point of no return. I thought that was just like, hey, okay, good. Go over to Lunatic Pandora. Next, we wait for Sorcerer's Ultimisia to possess Renoa. This will be hard on you, Renoa, but will you do it? Yes. That's the spirit. Then Alone sends Renoa and Ultimisia to the past. Do we even know if she can do that? Did we talk to Alone? Because, I don't know. Like, Alone brings back Renoa, then head to the future through compressed time. Ultimisia lives far in the future where none of us can technically exist. There's only one way to make yourself exist in a world like that. As friends, don't forget one another. As friends, believe in one another. Believe in your friend's existence and they'll also believe in yours. To be friends, to like one another, and to love one another, you can't do these things alone. You need somebody. You hear that, Squall? Right, guys? What place reminds you of your friends? Imagine being in that place with all your friends. I get it, the orphanage. Once time compression begins, think of that place and try and get there, that's all. Or I mean, I guess it could be the garden, but the orphanage makes more sense. I mean, Renoa's not really tied to the orphanage that much, but she's not really tied anywhere else either, so... I presume the orphanage. That place will welcome you. You'll be able to get there no matter what period you're in. What if it doesn't exist? You need love and friendship for this mission, and the courage to believe. What if it's like so far in the future that there's like a giant volcano where the orphanage used to be? I'm just saying, you need to think of these things. It's all about love, friendship, and courage. I'm counting on you guys. I do also think it's funny. Okay, well, Squall finally did say something. I also think it's funny, like, none of the actual main characters have said shit for the last, like, 20 minutes. Love and friendship and all that sounds corny, but everyone seems up for it. You think it'll succeed? We'll try, I guess. I mean, I suppose the alternative is, like, we die, but... Okay, so you do let me fly around at least. Is there anything we want to do before heading to... Is it near Fisherman's Horizon? What's the red dot? Oh, that's the garden. But, like, where... is it, actually? Oh, my controller's acting a damn fool, but... anything we want to do... beforehand? You know, we actually could never gone to Wind Hill. We could try and peek. We haven't come back to this area at all, this whole continent, so we could peep some places here, I guess. At the very least, just to do it for a few minutes to round out the rest of the video. Because, like, I'm not really, you know, I mean, I know I said at the start of this video we're on, like, that main quest life, but I didn't realize the game was about to end, potentially. Oh, well, fuck you. You got me. You got my ass. There's nothing there. Oh god, no, 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 don't attack and kill yourselves, please. It's a damn cow. Incredible. Can't get me in here, nah, 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 nah. You cheated. Stop it. I don't know the rules. Let's play Lunar's rules. Lunar's rules? I'm not playing anymore. I'm gonna play cards with him. Damn true. Lunar's rules. Lunar's rules fucking suck. I mean, I guess we could try and go back to Card Lady, but the game's over, so. I've never seen y'all before. You heard about flowers? You see these flowers in the cast? I grew all of them. Aren't they pretty? I'm gonna use them to make potpourri, maybe liquor and sugar preserves too. I can also make medicine, although it's gonna taste very bitter. Okay. Hello, I'm talking to you? Originally we were opposed to letting outsiders into our village, and I'm glad we hired those two for security. Before they came, the kids couldn't even play outside. A while back, we let a wanderer named Laguna live here with us. Everything was fine in the beginning, but he ended up stirring up a major disaster. Like I said, it was a while back, but the old folks are still really cautious with outsiders. Oh, we can go inside. We could never go inside here earlier. There's a leg. Anyone think this is odd? No, just me? Fine. Husband's very upset by the fact that his vase is missing. A ghost? Oh, please. There's no such thing, is there? I don't know. My precious vase is missing! Vase has been passed down to my family for many generations. So many unusual things have been happening. I bet you there's a ghost. I mean, there might be. I mean, this smells like a side quest, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to do, so... Good luck. Okay, which one of you MFers was born here? Karaga? So, they get to keep their save, but my save in the garden gets deleted. Really makes you think. No? Can't interact with that? Okay. Can't get a good drink anywhere in town, man. Oh, wait. Rain? Oh, no, she's a ghost. No. Hey, what do you think are barging into my house like this? Get out of here! Yeah, that's fair. Wanna play cards? Did you just flashbang me? Let's play with these rules? I'm not... Aw, man. I thought I told you. What's with you? Do I remind you of someone? I'm not her ghost or anything, alright? And again, there are spirits lurking within these walls. Really? Spirits that inspire my art. Scared you for a sec, huh? It's true though, often I sit in this room quietly and all of a sudden sense a mysterious fragrance in the air. There are white flowers downstairs. Can you sense their fragrance? I don't know. I talked to the cat. Don't bother the medium? What? What's wrong? Never seen a talking cat before? Cats can talk too. Okay. Nobody's gonna say anything about that? That's cool. I mean, it's not the craziest thing. And this is a game where they say time compression. The phrase time compression shows up in the script like a dozen times. You're not gonna get me to have any reaction about a talking cat. Okay? A random ass spaceship just came hurtling by the two characters that have been lost for 17 years. The second they ran out of air 2 videos ago, okay? nothing can faze me. I've accepted that. I mean, I'm gonna, you know, still over dramatically complain about stuff that I think is silly, but, you know, I'm not surprised by anything. How are you today? Magnificent weather, isn't it? Are you here to visit an acquaintance? What do you think of our village? It's very small and boring, isn't it? Are you a ghost? I don't trust you. Yeah, you're all a bunch of damn cannibals or something. Chocobos? Oh, it is like Chocobo Crossing. Can I talk to you, sir? Oh, I'm sorry? What the hell, Squall, you little asshole? Can I turn into a tanuki? What's this? Base piece? What? It is kind of weird how Chocobos haven't actually shown up in the game. Like, Selfie mentioned them like one video ago, and that was like the first time they got referenced in the entire game. Wow, I've never seen you kids around here before. What brings you here? Used to be a flower shop in the town square. It was owned by a woman named Rain. She lived there with a little girl named Alone. Rain was so good with flowers, she made wreaths for a harvest festival. Her wreaths of white flowers were most beautiful. We'll never see wreaths like that again. Alone was so adorable, wearing those wreaths over her head and prancing around. She was like an angel. Also, why the hell are you guys at my house? How long has it been since Rain passed away? Hope Alone is doing well. Well, if you love flowers, I'm sure you'll enjoy your stay here. That's all we have. How many youngsters come by or stay here? They're all outside chasing their big dreams. Getting conscripted into the army, which is evil. Because reasons. It's really slow here during the afternoon. I think it goes by really fast if you sit around here. Okay. Anything popping? Nothing? I was trying to see if I could, there was like a secret downstairs part. I'm a customer. We don't play cards. Sir. The hell is this garbage? You don't sell weapons? Hey, youngsters, what can we do for you? We're mercenaries hired by this town. You better not mess with us. Plus, we graduated from Guard, you know? Then we're your supreme commander, potentially? Because, I mean, there's only one garden left. One got evil, one blew up, and one is ours. And as far as you know, those are the only 3 gardens. And you're actually a seed! That makes you our junior. Keep up the good work. Mercenary life is quite nice. The pay's good with room and board. Heard there's an undercover figure that helps this town out. Wonder if this person has some kind of sentimental attachment to this place. Listen, that's what he says, but actually we didn't graduate. We, kinda quit. You know, we're dropouts. But protecting a small town like this is actually a good choice for us. Okay. Are you allowed to do that? Can child soldiers just quit? Oh, we never come over here. Reflect! How about you reflect on how you're a useless-ass spell? Oh, that just leads us back here. Okay. Well... we'll talk to Dude, and if he doesn't say anything, then we're gonna admit our defeat in Old Windhill. I'm glad we came here and checked things out, but... that broken piece, my ever so precious vase, now in such pathetic shape! Oh well, have to glue the pieces back together. Let me know if you find any more pieces. Yeah, doesn't seem like that's happening, sir, so... Well... I think we will call it here. I don't know if I don't really... Sir. I don't really care that much to go on a scavenger hunt in Windhill, so I think we're going to call it for that. We'll maybe pop there in a few more places in the next video. I don't know. We might just try and tie up any loose ends that we can... Well, we don't really have any loose ends currently, but I mean, I know there's obviously stuff that we missed and could do. It's just, you know, the side content's not like blaring you in the face. And there's not really that much point in doing it. Like, I mean, presumably, you know, because we're probably missing a couple of GFs and stuff like that, or, you know, just like cards and things, but, you know, we're not really going to get that much stronger. And the game's not, like, hard enough to warrant actually caring about most of that stuff. But alrighty, so yeah, probably next video will mostly focus on just going to places and talking to people, and then probably video after next, we will go on the mission to kill Adele. Which, in theory, we're still stabbing her before she wakes up, which, like, doesn't, like, why couldn't you just do that to begin with? I don't get it. Because, I mean, if there was, like, an actual, like, we wanted to make a moral argument about how, you know, we can't just kill her while she's sleeping, that'd be fucked up. But also, we can't put her on trial because she's got magic powers, so we're gonna keep her in space. Like, I kind of get it. Like, I can respect having that viewpoint. But if nobody actually has that opinion, why didn't you just stab her? Guys? But whatever. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.